and safety provisions. Rob Fieser with the Mounted Police Professional Association of Canada says he's elated by the news.
Because it's some news and it's Frank Warner reporting for CBC Radio 2.
And a conviction carries up to a $1 million fine and or up to 2 years in prison. But it's not yet clear if any individual members of the force will be charged. Ray Townsend is with the Mounties Staff Relations Representative Program. It's a piece of accountability that's necessary. When the shootings happened last year, the first group of officers there were just being trained. Redmond Shannon, CBC News, Fredericton.
To Ottawa now, where there are calls for 2 top senators to be removed from a committee handling the Auditor General's report on Senate expenses. As the CBC's Hannah Thibodeau reports, it's all due to their key roles in handling the Mike Duffy affair.
CBC News has learned that a group of senators, including a Conservative, want David Tkachuk and Marjorie Le Breton dumped from the committee that will deal with the fallout of the upcoming Auditor General's report into Senate expenses. The senators spoke to CBC on the condition of anonymity. They're not comfortable allowing Tkachuk and Le Breton to handle the next group with problematic expenses, given their involvement in the Mike Duffy affair. Tkachuk was the chair of the Internal Economy Committee, and Le Breton the government leader in the Senate when the Duffy scandal unfolded in 2014. They both were named in recently released court documents, suggesting they were in close contact with the Prime Minister's office to contain the fallout. Both remain on the body that will deal with 5 to 10 more senators who have a troublesome pattern of expense claims. For the final decision on what happens to the next batch of senators who have expense issues is ultimately up to Tkachuk, Le Breton, and the other senators sitting on the Internal Economy Committee. Hannah Thibodeau, CBC News, Ottawa.
The wreckage of a U.S. military helicopter has been found in Nepal. It went missing just hours after the country was hit by a second earthquake earlier this week. The plan may be for delivering aid to villages near the border with China. 6 U.S. Marines and 2 Nepali soldiers were on board. Nepal's army says 3 bodies were found. Back here at home, Jim Prentice has broken his silence on why he won't stay on as leader of Alberta's Conservatives after the party suffered a humiliating defeat in last week's election. Scott Dimple reports.
This is obviously not an easy night for anyone.
Prentice has been silent since his party's defeat, but he's now accepting all the blame for a controversial budget that raised dozens of taxes and his decision to call an election a year earlier than necessary. After being widely criticized for quitting on election night, Prentice said he has nothing more to contribute in the legislature.
I believe that my presence there will serve as a distraction from my party and arguably for my province.
Some defeated BC MLAs say their party needs to find its progressive base, now captured by the NDP. Other Tories think the inactive right movement is being conservative as ever regain power. Scott Dimple, BBC News.
Meanwhile, the head of Canadian Pacific Railway says if Alberta's new NDP government needs to raise taxes, well, his company is prepared to pay its share. Hunter Harrison says times are tough in Alberta and the provincial government must control its deficit. He says if that means higher corporate taxes, Calgary-based CP Rail is willing to pay up. And that is the CBC News this hour. I'm